developing natural gas in the Marcellus Shale in western Pennsylvania has created an amazing number of jobs in the last 2 years. Average wage, $72,000. It would be good to have more. Offshore from Louisiana, the average job is $80,000 a year. This administration has crippled the development of offshore in the Louisiana, Texas area to such a degree. I don't think the administration realized these really big ocean-going rigs can move. And so when they put in the moratorium, the first one left and went to Egypt because it wanted stability. The second one, this is really true, the second one on the left, the CEO of the company issued a press release that said, because of political instability in the United States, we are now going to drill off the Congo. I mean, this gives you a sense of the hostility that's built up between that industry. These are very high value jobs. Third example. By the way, I am for more revenue, but I'm against more taxes. So, for example, you go from 15% underemployment, unemployment, and drop out of work, down to 4%. You just have a lot more revenue come in and a lot less expenses. You allow drilling offshore, the federal government gets a royalty on every barrel. So you increase revenue substantially. Third example. We, the people of the United States, own 69% of Alaska. I told Rick Craig that I didn't want to offend him, but Alaska is twice the size of Texas. If we own 69% of Alaska, that means we, the people, own 1.5 Texases. So my proposition is this. We say to all the environmentalists, you get to have half of Texas. We're going to give you 125,000 square miles of Alaska, wilderness areas, national parks, places you want to preserve. There's great scenic beauty. We want you to. Now, that leaves us an area the size of Texas to develop. 250,000 square miles. The largest coal deposits in the United States are in Alaska. The Chukchi Sea probably has as much oil and gas as the Gulf of Mexico. But today, 91%, I'm told by experts, 91% of the minerals available under the Bureau of Land Management aren't available. Because the anti-business, anti-development bureaucracy is so deeply embedded. So imagine yourself, if we allowed an area the size of Texas to be developed, how much revenue would we get? In Nevada, you own 85% of Nevada. Even if you set 50% of it aside in order to be military bases and so forth, you could release 35% of Nevada to be mineral rights. By the way, mining is the second largest source of income in Nevada after tourism. So it's this kind of thinking that's different. So that's Medicare and Social Security is very straightforward. First thing to do to save Medicare is stop paying the crooks. Bold. I know it's out on the edge. Several years ago at the Center for Health Transformation, we published a book called Stop Paying the Crooks. We thought it was clear enough that Washington would pick up on it. And nobody did, because they don't get it. Here's the basic model. You have a paper-based 9-to-5 bureaucracy. You have crooks with iPads. And they stay late. So there's no way a paper-based bureaucracy can keep up with an iPad or with an iPhone or a BlackBerry or a laptop computer. Now what does it mean in practical terms? Example. American Express has, and Visa and MasterCard all have massive expert systems that track and check to see whether or not you're you. How many of you have ever been called to make sure that it was your card? Okay? The result is American Express, 0.03 of 1% is paid to crooks. In New York State Medicaid, the New York Times estimates it's over 10%. More than 1 out of every $10. What does that mean? It means you as a taxpayer are paying 330 times, 33,000% more often to a crook in Medicaid than you are as an American Express cardholder. What does that mean? If you want to save Medicare and Medicaid between them are between $70 and $120 billion a year in theft. So the first place to start saving them is quit paying the crooks. The second place is to allow you to have choices. The Medicare program is more restrictive than the British National Health Service. Instead of worrying about means testing for Medicare, we ought to say to people who are successful, if you'd like to be able to go out and privately contract, be our guest. You could liberate people to have more. My constant theme is more choices, not fewer. You get to have a choice about how you want to live your life. We're not taking anything away from anyone, but the marketplace ought to develop better choices for people so they want to, in fact, go and do better things. Same thing with Social Security. My model of... So that's an example. A couple more quick things. I am for balancing the federal budget. Strong America Now is the best group working on this. If you apply modern management to the federal government, you can probably save $500 billion a year. About the way people campaign nowadays. I am the only Speaker of the House in your entire lifetime who has authored 4 consecutive balanced budgets. We paid off $405 billion in debt. So my primary expert advisor on how to balance the budget is me. And you have my word. You give us a big enough majority in the House and Senate, and you stick with us, we'll get to a balanced budget, and we'll pass a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution, so future generations are reminded, don't give away money that isn't yours. Pass a law, first few weeks, control the border by January 1, 2014. Ronald Reagan, in his diary, in 1986, wrote, he had signed the Simpson-Mazzoli Act, which I voted for, which had amnesty for 300,000 people, which turned out to be 3 million. Because, quote, we have to get control of the border. 1986. 25 years later, here we are. Seven is going to be a series of speeches later on this fall. We have to fundamentally rethink our national security system. I just captured in one phrase. General John Abizaid, who was the head of the Central Command, and I think is the only 4-star general who's fluent in Arabic, said to me recently, our strategy deficit is bigger than our fiscal deficit. And I think we are in real trouble and don't understand it. We can't even talk about it intelligently. And so I think this is a big topic. It's not developed here very well, but it will be through a series of speeches this fall. I wish we'd have 2 or 3 national debates among the candidates just on the issue of national security, focused on that one topic, and maybe done without, maybe have the only moderators be retired military as opposed to reporters. Unusual, and our parliament are running for president. Number 8 is to focus on the extraordinary potential in brain science, which could dramatically change everything about our projections. Now, why does that matter? Alzheimer's, autism, Parkinson's, mental health, learning systems. And look at all the different aspects of our life. And remember that with Alzheimer's, it's not just the pain of the person who's getting dementia, but Alzheimer's caregivers are twice as likely to have health problems as people who aren't caregivers. So the second and third order effects are tremendous. So what I want to do here is 3 things. Modernize the Food and Drug Administration so that we can get new ideas to the patient very fast. Have 0 capital gains so when somebody does come up with a new idea, it's easy to get money. Go build a new company and create it. We need the equivalent of 60 apples in brain science. Where somebody goes out and says, I got this idea, I think I can make a difference, and they can find the money and start doing it. Third, change fundamentally how we think about research. I don't want to go to the appropriators to fight over the next $30 million so that they can play political games. I want to go to the brain science community and say, you tell us the maximum you can invest in an Apollo project going to the moon, in a Manhattan project creating a nuclear weapon, in a human genome project. You tell us what we can intelligently invest over the next 5 years to maximize the rate of new knowledge. Then I want to pay for it by giving you a chance to buy a unique bond called an Alzheimer's bond. And I want to have a commitment that when we get the breakthrough, the first round of savings pays off the bonds. Takes it totally away from the appropriators.